Hey internet, welcome back to my channel. I'm still getting into the hang of filming vlog videos or videos in general. I actually am in the process of exporting a video right now for my planner channel. I'm actually pretty happy that I'm being quite proactive, and I think I'm going to be able to upload maybe once a week. I used to upload twice a week. I don't know if that's going to be feasible, but I am going to aim for once a week for the planner channel, and I think I'm going to aim for once a fortnight for my main channel, which is Fables and Fashion. And then for this one will just be whatever I manage to produce. But you know, weirdly enough, I feel like this channel is going to be easier to film for because it's just talking, it's just vlogging, showing you guys what I'm doing, nothing really nothing too specific. But yeah, I thought I'd check in because I have thoughts to share, and where else better to brain dump than to do it here. I do journal, so this year my Hobonichi cousin has been excessively used for journaling, which is going to be, yeah, I wasn't sure whether I'm going to have to do a flip through of that at the end of the year, but I don't think it'd be interesting, to be honest, because visually it's just a lot of writing. I haven't been really drawing anything. I've just been doing my best to just express myself and self-reflect on everything that's been going on, and the journal's been really helpful. But I think vlogging will also be just as equally helpful as well. So yeah, you may see a lot of videos here, you may not see many videos here, who knows. See, so many things have changed. I'm working off a new computer. I used to have a pretty old MacBook Pro that I bought 5 or 6 years ago, so it was quite old, and it was dying when I upgraded Premiere Pro. So I use Premiere Pro to edit my videos, and it was like literally lagging, dying, just not doing so good. So I decided to motivate myself, and also I needed to upgrade it anyways, otherwise doing videos would have been really challenging to upgrade it. And I actually really love my setup here. One day I will, when it's tidy. Right now it's like cable galore. I have never shown my desk before in any videos because it's always been completely messy, totally untidy. But when we moved into this house, I decided I wanted everything to be as aesthetically pleasing as possible so that I could openly film my environment without fear that people will be judging me for how messy it is. And I shouldn't worry about that sort of stuff, but like, I'm just human. So I'm intentionally making sure that everything is minimal, and I got rid of a lot of stuff. I think, did I mention it in this video, or maybe it's one of my other videos, that I downsized quite a bit, so I threw out a lot of stuff. But I also have a lot of more storage here as well, so it kind of evens out, but not all the storage is taken up. And I kind of like it that way because it allows me to kind of like flex up and down depending on what's happening or the season. But I'm really happy with my functional setup here right now, because I used to work off, and I still do have that desk, as I said, I don't think I said it, I still have my old desk and office. That's actually where the sticker shop is located. I don't have any of my sticker shop related stuff at my home, my personal home, just because I have family members helping out with the sticker shop, so it made sense to have it in a different location, one of their houses instead. So that's why my old desks and stuff is there. But I used to work off a PC desktop, which Tobias built for me probably 8 years ago. It's pretty old, but we've been upgrading components over time, so it doesn't feel very old. And then I used to work off my old MacBook Pro for videos. So the PC was used for pretty much everything, because I'm kind of a PC person, to be honest. And it was used for the sticker shop, has all my files, everything. And then my MacBook Pro I could travel with, and it would be for editing videos. But the setup was just so convoluted that I would have to have my laptop sitting in front of my monitors to edit videos, and it was just messy. Now I've decided to just like go simple. So I don't actually have a tower, a desktop tower, which is so ironic because I feel like Violet and Jimmy are now moving into the desktop PC tower world, and I'm like not, and I'm moving away. So I actually bought a PC laptop with the idea that if I want to travel with my PC I could, but I would never actually do it because the laptop I bought is so heavy that I would never travel with it. So I have like a setup that was inspired from Maisley. He's a YouTuber who focuses on like software engineering and cozy computer setups and stuff like that. I got really addicted to her videos during the time I wasn't filming, and she has a setup where she can switch between her desktop PC and her MacBook Pro. And so I just got 2 laptops, one for PC for all my actual like work and stuff like that, and then a Mac for videos, and then I can just switch between them. So it's really nice, it's really simple, and it's simplified my desk a lot. So what I was trying to say in a long-winded way is eventually I will show you guys what my desk looks like when I get around to fixing or figuring out the cabling situation, because that is the tough part right now. But I digress. So I've just exported a new planner video, and I think I'm going to try and upload. Planner's going to be hard to upload too far in advance, because I'm going to still be doing unboxing videos, and those are very time specific, but I am going to just be filming way ahead of time, both for my planner video, maybe this channel a little bit. This channel is probably going to be more time appropriate, and my main channel is probably going to be like filmed way ahead of time. So I can't really produce time sensitive content, otherwise it just looks silly. So most of the content is going to be just more creative stuff, hopefully. But we'll see how we go. I've always shied away from doing that sort of thing where I bulk film and then just schedule it out for months ahead. But I think now with like everything going on, and the big life change coming up soon, I'm not going to be, like, I just don't know what my time availability is going to be like, right? So I'd rather just be prepared so I have content that I can release. Hopefully, at some point it will stabilize. I know that newborns are very time intensive, but as they get older, they free up a little bit more, and so hopefully I can get back to some sort of rhythm. We will see. It's kind of an interesting journey, but I'll try to vlog as much as I can and share my experience. We'll see how easy that is. But this is my last week of work until I go on maternity leave. My backfill started last week, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm just gonna be honest, I felt really like very mixed emotions about the whole thing, because I have worked as a professional person for a very long time, like 15 plus years now, and my job has always been a strong tie-in with my identity, which is not a very good thing. I think like, I don't know, I feel like when you identify when your identity is your job, you're kind of opening yourself up to some disappointment there. But that's what I did, and so that's what I've done for many years. So for me to not, I'm taking about 6 months off, and that is the longest I've gone without working in a corporate job since I started working all those years ago, from when I graduated from university. Like, I literally graduated from uni. I had a 6-month gap between graduation and starting my first full-time job, which was a grad role. But during that time, I wasn't at home. I was actually working, I think I was working about 3 days a week, so part-time, in a tech support center at the university. So, and I had that job prior to graduating, so I was working as I was studying. And then prior to that, I worked at a hardware store. Prior to that, I was doing freelancing online, and I continued freelancing even when I took on my full-time job. And then prior to that, I worked in a hardware store, but at the head office. So I was like I was just doing like paper admin stuff. And I took that job when I first started university. So basically, safe to say, I feel like since I finished high school, to some degree, I've always worked in an office environment. So it's so weird. And it's like my identity is changing. I'm not going to be Celina the professional. Like, I still am, because I'm going back to work and I don't intend to stop working. But yeah, it messes with your mind a little. At least for me, it's messing with my mind, and I'm feeling like insecure about my capabilities, and just how I'm going to adapt to this new role, and how will I adapt back and then encompass 2 new roles in my life. It's interesting. And so last week was really emotionally tough. Like, I couldn't do very much. I felt really useless. This week, I've been feeling a lot better. I mean, it is still early. It is only Monday, so I still have 4 more days to see how I feel. but I'm starting to feel a little bit better. I think one, I've kind of accepted the inevitable. I have to go on mat leave. I'm going to deliver this baby. So it's gonna happen. But I had a really reassuring talk with my manager today. And he just put my worries at ease, and my coworkers are really they're really good. And also the person who's backfilling my role, she has 2 kids of her own. Her kids are much older now, but she's been really good to talk to a little bit about my insecurities. So overall, I shouldn't complain. I don't know if this is considered complaining or just kind of rambling, but overall, I think everything's going to be fine. I think I have it actually really good. But yeah, I just feel kind of meh and a bit insecure and going through a lot of self-doubt at the moment. And I feel that pouring myself into content creation, getting back into YouTube, really bolstering up the sticker shop, and then having strategic plans on, okay, where am I going to take not only all of this, but I had so many ideas before I fell pregnant of things I wanted to do, especially when the COVID situation had tapered out and things opened up more. I had so many great ideas that I wanted to pursue, and I kind of thought that I might not be able to do any of that now if I had a kid. But I think it's really what you make of it as well, and how much support you can get. And I think I've been very lucky. I have a lot of support. You know, I have a lot of family around. I have great supportive friends. So I think I'm optimistic about the future in terms of still retaining some of the things that I love and I'm passionate about, but also welcoming some new changes into my life. And I know that the first few years especially will be very, will need my time a lot more to help my child, but over time that eases up, and maybe I won't want it to ease up. Maybe my mindset will totally change. If anything, pregnancy has taught me that I can't really predict the future or predict how I'm going to be in the future, even a month from now. That whole initial experience was so unpredictable. I never thought I would ever be in that mindset, and I did get into that mindset. And there are things now that I am considering that I would have never considered before. So yeah, for me, I guess I've changed a lot more than I thought I would. I never predicted it. So who knows? Who knows how I'm going to feel in a few months' time, or even a month from now. But okay, so the video's uploaded. The video's exported. I'm going to work on the thumbnail, and then I don't think I'm going to keep editing videos. So that's the other thing about my gestational diabetes. I have 11 minutes until I have to take my last blood test for the day. Maybe if I don't know if I'll remember to vlog when I take my blood test this round, but I still have many more weeks of blood testing where you prick your finger 4 times a day to test your blood sugar levels. Is an aspect of GD that I really hate, but because I flinch. I don't love needles, but I've gotten much more used to it. So I want to try and get this video uploaded and scheduled so that I can go take my blood test, and then I need to go drink a glass of milk so that I'm full. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna vlog bits and pieces of my last week of work before I go on maternity leave, and just film my thoughts. This video is already, I'm probably gonna edit this down, but it's already almost at the 15-minute mark, so this could be a very long video of just random thoughts. But yeah, I'll just kind of show snippets of the week, how it goes.
Oh, that's big.
Oh, that's big. So it's the next day, and what you're looking at right now is my everyday makeup drawer, which I'm still in the process of setting up. I basically, I can't even show you, my working area is so messy right now, but I really want to have a drawer, because weirdly enough, I've never had a makeup drawer before. Most of my makeup is always stored in like makeup bags or those Muji drawers that I would just set on my desk. But my goal for this office is to try and keep the desks as clean and empty as possible. I don't know if that's going to work out, but I'm going to try. But this is just a bunch of makeup that I've been either going through or I was testing or something. And something I really want to try today, which I've seen online and hopefully it works out well for me as well, is I want to, I don't even know what I'm saying. Okay, so one of the things I want to try today is I want to create my own cushion cream foundation. I love cushion cream foundation. It's probably one of my favorite types of foundation because I feel like you can apply it really quickly. You don't need to, like, if you're using like liquid foundation, you don't have to worry about getting like brushes and pouring out, and then, you know, it gets really messy. I feel like a cushion foundation is just really quick. My favorite one is the Dior Snow. I'm gonna still have that. It's not here at the moment. I think it's in like one of my other bags. That is like my all-time favorite, but it is my all-time expensive. That is my all-time favorite cushion foundation, but it's also really expensive. And I actually have a lot of other foundation I would like to get through. When we moved to this place, as I mentioned, we did a lot of downsizing, and there's still a lot more things I would like to downsize. And mostly I have a lot of foundations which I would like to get through, but I just know that it, you know, there's a barrier to entry. So for example, I have these two here. They're two shades. The L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear. I love this foundation. It's really great. I feel very comfortable using it. The problem is I don't match either shade. So every time I go to make this foundation, I have to mix it in a mixing palette. And I feel like it takes me a good 5 minutes to just put foundation on. And ain't no one got time for that, especially when I have become a mom. I don't think I'm going to have time to indulge in this sort of time-consuming makeup behavior. So I looked online and I found these little make your own cushion cream compacts. This one I bought from Yes Style, but I have now learned that I could have probably just picked it all up from Amazon. They sell tons of them on Amazon. It looks so nice though. It reminds me of the Dior Snow Compact because it's got this like iridescent top on it. It opens exactly the same, and you've got your little pad here, and then yeah, everything is just so easy. So I thought what I would do is basically decant these two into this. I don't think they're going to be able to take all the foundation, but if I could at least, I don't know, use half of each bottle in here, then I can at least put these bottles away. It won't take up too much space in my everyday drawer because I want these products to be more either products I'm reviewing, testing, or just stuff I want to work through. And look how much less space this takes up. Plus, if we ever get around to traveling, which hopefully we're looking forward to traveling now with a third person in our family, I can just grab this and go. It'd be so easy. So that's the plan. That's what I'm doing this evening. I know, super productive evening. I should probably be editing videos. Instead, I'm filming a video, so that's productive, but I'm mostly just going to set this up. So let's see how we go. Okay, I don't know if I can do this here. I feel like I need to do it on my desk, but it'd be more comfortable if I maybe did it on my desk. I'm just going to like decant these into here. From what I've seen online, you probably need to put a lot in because unfortunately quite a bit will be absorbed from the sponge, which is probably like the biggest downside of doing this, is that I think I'm going to end up not say wasting foundation, but I guess in a way yes, wasting foundation. But I think the convenience it'll offer me is just, I just think it's going to be worth it. So yeah, I'll be right back and I'll show you what I've done. Okay, so I'm back. You can see I don't want to tilt it because I'm going to spill the foundation if I do. There's quite a lot of foundation in here now. It's like a pool of foundation. It felt so weird to have to like squeeze all of it out, but I still have tons left in the bottle, so it's going to last me a while. I hope this is enough, but I think I've mixed it thoroughly. So what I'm going to do now, without trying to make too much of a mess, okay, I have to do this off camera because I have to do it on my desk, which is just over here. I'm going to put the sponge in and see how we go. Okay, I put the sponge in, and I can't tell if I put enough foundation in. I'm a bit worried that I didn't put enough in, But I guess, I mean, when you press down, so if I just keep pressing down, I think it's soaking through. And if I didn't put enough in, I can always put more in once I've used this up. I mean, I guess that's the beauty of doing it yourself. But yeah, just try and wipe off as much from the Q-tip as possible. There you have it, my own CC cream, not CC cream, when I'm talking about cushion foundation. And now all it does is take up this space, so I have more space to work with, which is great. Internet, it's the next day and I'm currently actually working. Things are just starting to slow down because I'm going to be on mat leave very soon, and I'm handing over a lot of the responsibility to the person who's backfilling my role for the next 6 months. So it's just been a lot better to let them take the lead now, and then I just kind of sit back and answer questions and support where needed. But for the most part, yeah, it's mostly just monitoring emails and making sure that everything is going according to plan. You might notice that the setting is like back to my old office, and that's because I am in my old office. This is the same office I'm intending to use for the sticker shop, just because it'll be easier for other family members to access. And I thought that maybe I might keep it for my day job when I work from home. I think when I return from mat leave, I'm going to be expected to go to the physical office a lot more, so you might see more driving vlogs at that point. But I've managed to avoid the office since falling pregnant, just because I wanted to avoid COVID, and there's a lot of like illnesses going around now, like the flu. I've had the flu shot, I've had all the COVID shots, but it's still better just to be safe than sorry. And my working in IT means I can be fully remote anyways, so I got permission to just stay remote until I come back after mat leave, and then we'll see what happens then. So I like having this space that's kind of separated from, I guess, my personal space. And especially once the baby's here, I imagine that just having a separate space where it'll be like I can control the noise level, it's quieter, but just that mental shift of like going into a work environment versus being at home, I feel like that might help me focus a bit better and get back into the groove. It's a totally, I know how privileged the whole thing sounds, so I'm very lucky that I'm able to do this. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Like, I'm intending to take the first 6 months, and then I'll go back to work, and then Tobias will take the next 6 months. So I imagine he'll be at our home a lot with the baby. So I don't really know what noise level is going to be like. I still am not quite sure what filming videos is going to be like once the baby's here, because at our house, I don't really have a separate room to film. I mean, technically I do, but it's too tight to film all the things that I want to do. I want it to be more spread out. So I'm kind of it's an older home, so I've kind of taken up the old dining room. Like, if you know old homes in Australia, there used to be like a formal dining and a formal lounge, and then there was like an informal dining, informal lounge. And more modern homes don't really have that separation anymore. So we don't, and like, quite honestly, why do we need a formal dining? We hardly have anybody come over. And definitely don't need a formal lounge, because it would just be a waste of space. So I've used up some of that. I've used half of it for my office, which means that it's an open area, so noise travels everywhere. But I was okay with that. I think it was more important that Tobias there was a room that was probably better for recording in. That's Tobias's office, and I just think it's more important that he has it, just because I think his whole side hustle he's doing so well, and he's got so many ideas and ambitions, and he works with a lot of different brands, and I just think it's more suitable for him to have that as well. But yeah, I take half of it because the other half is going to have my piano. When my piano is arriving next week, I think. Not a new one, it's my old one. One that I have had for like 20 years. 15 years now. I've had it 15 years. When I don't know if I ever mentioned it, when I was pursuing my diploma in classical music. It's something I actually want to keep pursuing, but I suspect it's something I'm going to continue or pick up again pick up again in a more professional manner, maybe when I retire from the corporate world. I just can't see how I can put that together with working full-time, now being a parent, and still trying to run all these side hustles. It just doesn't seem realistic. So I just like to play to keep up my skills, but also it's something that I've done since I was a child. I started learning piano when I was about 5. So now that I have my own child on the way, it's something I'd love to pass down. So yeah, I want to make sure the piano's in place so that I can play them lots of songs and hopefully they'll enjoy it. I mean, I'm not going to force anything on them if that's something that they strongly oppose, but it's also for my enjoyment too. So I'm actually really looking forward to it, and I can show you guys. It's a grand piano, so I'm like, it's extra special. I will need to get it tuned though. It hasn't been tuned in like 5 years now. But yeah, this room, despite me having moved so much stuff out of it, is still so cluttered, because this is the office that I would do virtually everything in the past, how many years, I don't know how many years, but like all my makeup was stored here, all my stationery was here, like, and I would give you a tour. You can kind of see bits and pieces, but it's just so embarrassingly messy and cluttered that I just never wanted to give anyone a tour, even before. Even when like friends and family would come over, I was like, I'd close the door. So I just couldn't. And now, despite me having moved probably half the stuff of this room out into my own home, it's still cluttered. So I clearly have not done a good enough job, and it's something I really need to do. I might try to get most of that done over the next, like during maternity leave, but obviously baby is like number one priority. And then, yeah, I don't know. I have no concept of what the next few months are going to be like. I tend to be more negative, so I've just expected me to have like no capacity to do anything except look after the baby. But it's like, I'm also partially optimistic because I'm not doing it by myself. Tobias will be around. He's going to work from home, so that will help a lot. And I live in very close proximity to a lot of family members. I have a lot of friends who have babies who live around me as well, who have all said that they would love to help out. So I feel like he'll be okay. I feel like I'm super lucky to know so many people. But yeah, we'll just wait and see. I'm going out to dinner tonight. I'm actually really excited and nervous. Like, I feel like lockdown for the last 2 years has given me a lot of social anxiety. And then top on that I fell pregnant during the whole COVID, like once the pandemic was in place, that's when I fell pregnant, obviously. Otherwise, this is a very long gestational period. So like couple all of that and fear of getting sick, and like my immune system is lower at the moment because I'm pregnant, so I've just been like avoiding going out, and it's like created all these fears of going out now. So I'm anxious to go out, but I'm also really excited because I haven't seen most of my coworkers in person for many, many months now. And I think one of them I've never actually met in person before. So I'm really excited to see them. I just can't wait to just chat with them in person, have a meal. And yeah, I think it's my last outing until I go on maternity leave. And then I don't really plan to see anyone after that because I don't want to risk getting sick around the like labor and delivery period. Same for Tobias. I think if he was to catch COVID or something, touch wood, he might not be able to be there in the hospital with me, which would break both our hearts completely. So I think we're both going to be like super, super careful soon after this. I feel like I'm out of breath, but I don't know if I've always just been out of breath because I'm not used to talking so much, or whether the out of breathness is because my lungs are squished at the moment, so I don't really have as much breathing capacity. But yeah, I don't know if I'll vlog dinner. I just remember the days when I would vlog everything, and now it's not even that I don't want to vlog anything, it's just that it doesn't occur to me to vlog it anymore. It's like, it's that switch in my mind where it's like, vlog this, vlog this, vlog this. It's just, that's kind of subsided into the background, and it's more just living in the moment and enjoying it. And I kind of like that. I was intending to vlog Violet's birthday on Saturday, especially Violet and Jimmy, because they are online personalities themselves, so they're very understanding and supportive of being online. And we had like lunch, we went shopping, we had some like cakes. Well, I didn't have cakes, I can't eat cakes because I had duty, but they had cakes. And it was just like such a nice day. Like, I just love spending time with them. They make it's I used to have friendships where when I would go out with them, I would come home feeling worse about myself, or I would come home feeling aggravated. I can honestly say I don't think I've ever felt that way. Like Violet and I have been friends for over 10 years now, so it's a long time. And every single time we say goodbye, I'm just like feeling so positive and motivated about the future. So I just love them so much. And I completely forgot to vlog. I was intending to vlog it and I completely forgot until we hit the middle of the day, and I was like, oh crap, I forgot to start vlogging this day because I was just enjoying myself too much. So that's probably more what is likely to happen in the coming months, that I'll be just too involved and focused on what I'm doing and I will forget to vlog. Okay, I feel like I've talked now. I feel like honestly all these vlogs, like this vlog in particular that's going to have a couple days in it, or a few days I guess, is mostly just me sitting and talking. But I guess I kind of needed that. I haven't really caught up with you guys in a long time. I haven't really posted my thoughts in a really long time. And I mostly wanted to document what my last week of work it would be like. Because I'm kind of curious to know when I reflect back, am I going to feel these same feelings? Am I going to be like, oh, Celina, you were so silly. You were so anxious over such small, silly things. But yeah, no, the anxiety of leaving is still there. I'm still like not wanting to let go. I'm finding it really hard to let go, but at the same time, I don't really have a choice. The baby's going to come whether I like it or not. There's no turning back now. So yeah, just have to deal with it. I wanted to show you guys these new highlighters I got. I'm so excited. I don't know whether to feature them in a video or not. I feel like I'm probably not going to be featuring them in the video, because by the time the planner videos, the ones that I'm filming actively right now, come up, this is probably old news. To be honest, I think this is old news now. I've seen these around for a while. It's just been constantly out of stock, but they're the new mild liner colors. They're like much more muted. I think there was like, what is it? Gentle, Yasashisa, and natural. So yeah, natural and gentle. These are the two color stories, I guess, that have come out, but they're new to me. I don't have these ones obviously, so I'm going to swatch them in my swatch book, and then I'll store them with the rest of my highlighters so I can use them. Although I might leave these out for a few weeks so I can actually like get really used to using them. I'm just really excited. Yeah, that's, yeah. But before I get into that, I am right now at my desk and I am trying to edit this video. So this is the Rimmel full face video, which would already have gone live by the time you see this vlog. This was actually the first video I had filmed since October last year, 2021. So I felt like this is really awkward. Like when I was filming it, I felt really awkward. Now watching it, it doesn't seem as awkward. I mean, I still feel a little awkward, but I really want to get this uploaded today for tomorrow. I'm going to try and do a Friday upload schedule on my main channel, probably every fortnight for now. It might seem a little bit like, it might seem like that's not enough videos, but I want to kind of under promise and over deliver. So I'd rather just aim to do once every fortnight and then build that up slowly. With the planner channel, however, I do plan to do it weekly. I don't know, I just feel like I have more to say for planners. It's easier for me to film, so the barrier to entry is much lower, and I just really enjoy it. So anyways, back to editing. So it's the next day. It's actually Friday. My work day is officially over. My work is officially over for until I go back. I think I don't go back till around December. So I have 6 months off, and I start maternity leave. And I'm not really sure how long maternity leave will be without a baby, because we're just gonna see how labor comes on. I don't know if I'm going to be induced at some point or not, but I'm 36 weeks at the moment, so I'm officially 9 months now, so it could be any time now. So that's why my OBGYN told me that I should probably try taking some mat leave at this point. She reckons I probably won't come a little till later, but she thinks mental health wise it'd be a really good idea to take some time off. And quite honestly, I think I was just ready to take the time off, because I've had so much like muscle soreness and everything, and I think I could really use a bit of time to just sort myself out. Like every time I come here after work and I look at everything I have around here, I'm like, there's still so much to do, and how can I bring a baby into an environment that's just so chaotic? But at the same time, like, they're not gonna care, they're like gonna be sleeping and stuff like that. So anyways, I wanted to close out the vlog, but I also had a lot of thoughts, and I just kind of wanted to chat before I close it off. We had potato and leek soup. Everything we make right now at home is from scratch, because I have to be really conscious of the amount of carbs and sugars going into everything I eat. So it just means that cooking and preparing meals takes much longer than it used to, when I could just eat stuff out of a can or do takeaway. I still do takeaway, but I have to be very focused on what to eat, and it's actually so limiting to the point where I actually don't quite enjoy takeaway anymore. So we pretty much always cook everything. But yeah, last day at work was so surreal. Wasn't very busy. I've already handed most things over to my backfills, so I know that the team are in good hands and I don't have to worry. Of course, I feel anxious about leaving everything behind. I just don't know what's it gonna be like when I'm back. Will everything be different? I have like a co-worker who's looking for a managerial position, so that could change the dynamic of things if that goes through as well. Though I'm really happy for them, I'm also just like, what's it gonna be like? I don't know. But then I'm just like, I can't control any of that, so I need to stop worrying about it. This week has been full of medical appointments. I've had 2 ultrasounds, and I went to see my she's a psychiatrist just to talk through everything going on. There's certain activities that we're going to try doing to see if it helps ease some of the concerns that I have. But she did strongly recommend that I start taking up meditation. I did take up meditation quite consistently, probably actually a year ago. I did it straight for a month, and I did feel better, but then I gave up very quickly. I don't have the commitment to do things long term, so I'm going to try really hard now that I'm on mat leave, that I'm going to pick it up again. I don't think I'm going to do it for very long. I've seen some people, like there's a lady at work who meditates for 60 minutes every morning, and I'm like, maybe I can work my way up to that, but I also don't know if I'd ever have that much time in the next few years. So I'm just going to focus on like 5-10 minutes. Maybe 10 minutes is ideal meditation. Wake up a bit earlier, do some breathing exercises, and see if that can help ease some of the worries that I have over things that I honestly can't change, and therefore I shouldn't be spending time worrying about it, and just focus on the things that I can actually change. But I got like a gift from work as well, which I was not expecting. It was kind of like a farewell gift. It was really sweet, so I was very grateful for that. I think I just expected to kind of disappear into the background, so I didn't think anyone would really acknowledge that I was leaving. But my manager did like an all hands and everything, and it was so nice. So at least I did feel like I kind of left on warm feelings, warm, fuzzy, positive feelings. And yeah, so we had dinner. I'm going to film a planner related video, another unboxing video. I feel like I'm going to try filming most of my planner videos at night, because I want to set up the lighting in such a way where it looks as good as it can. It's never going to beat daylight. Daylight's always going to be the best. But I want my lighting set up, both for all the channels, to be in such a way where I could film in the middle of the night and it would still look good, because obviously the next few months I'm going to be up at all hours of the time. I don't really know what my schedule is going to be like, but I would like to have a setup that is prepared enough for any situation. So if for some reason I am awake at night and I'm able to film, then I'll do it then. But if I can do it during the day, then at least I've got daylight, so it's fine. My filming setup just here. I'm like on the floor at the moment, just leaning on the table because it feels like the most comfortable position to be in. But if I'm 36 weeks, then theoretically there should be 4 more weeks until my due date. So I have 4 weeks to try and get stuff together, bulk film a ton of content. I've been working on a content plan? Yeah. I've been working on a content plan to try and bulk film as much as I can, so I can schedule that out for as long as possible. And I think if I put my mind to it, it should actually work out pretty okay. So I want to try and get that done. It's going to be a lot of work, a lot of filming, a lot of editing, but I think it's going to help me feel a lot better. You know, the other thing I'm really excited about after delivery, besides being able to eat anything I want, I'm excited to do my nails again. Like, my nails are done, but I haven't done polygel since falling pregnant because I just wasn't sure what the chemicals would be like, and I was always worried that if I had to go to hospital for some reason and they need to, I think there was some procedure where they need to see like the color of your fingernails, they wouldn't be able to because I would have like polygel on. So I've been wearing just normal nail polish because that stuff you can take off really quickly and easily. So there's a lot of things I'm actually really looking forward to that I hope to vlog about, because I don't want to just have copious amounts of vlogs where I just complain about being tired and sore or anything after delivery. I really want to try and focus on all the positive things that I'm looking forward to and kind of document my journey on this channel. But yeah, so anyways, work is done. Now I'm officially 6 months, and so now I'm officially on maternity leave, and I think I actually will vlog a lot more now because I always found it really difficult to vlog when I was working, especially because like I wouldn't really vlog during work and I can't really vlog about work, and so there was only like I could vlog in the morning, but honestly I was just rushing to get to work in the morning, like get prepared, and then there'd be the evening, and I don't know, I just felt like there wasn't a lot to talk about, especially because I wasn't really going out in the evenings or weekends anymore. But afterwards, like after I deliver, I feel like I will probably, honestly, Toby and I have told each other we really want to go out of the house more because we don't want our child to be scared of going out, especially because I seem to have formed a pretty bad case of social anxiety since the pandemic started, and I really wouldn't want my kid to feel that sort of anxiety. So we want to bring them out more, and just be around people so they're comfortable and used to it. So I will have to go out more, so I have to confront my anxiety, but I think it'll be good. But like, even though I'm like, I don't want to vlog their life or anything like that, I think I'm just freer to vlog and talk about my experiences. I can talk about my experiences more openly as opposed to talking about some of the concerns I may have had at work, because it's like, it's a professional thing. You just don't want to put it online and stuff like that. So yeah, I don't know. That's how I think of it now. I have no idea how things are going to play out. It might be completely different, but I'm excited. I feel like I'm going to be able to vlog so much more and just, yeah, document things again, because I feel like the last 8 to 9 months of my life have just, like, I've documented things, just like photos and a few video clips, especially when I was feeling really down. I've journaled a bit, although I did stop journaling for about 5 months there because I just couldn't even bring myself to journal. But in retrospect now, I feel like it was a bit of a black hole in my life, so I have no documentation or memories of what that time in my life was. And even though it was a really hard time in my life and I just couldn't really get myself to do anything, it's still something I want to look back on from years from now and just kind of acknowledge that it was part of my life. So that's a bit sad, which is kind of why I do want to start documenting things again. Anyways, rambling for 10 minutes now. Need to film this video to see if the lighting's any good. I'm using this really cheap ring light I think I got, not from Kmart, but probably a similar quality to what you get at Kmart, to try and film planner videos at night. I'm going to see if it's any good. If it's not strong enough, then I'm going to order a new one from Elgato. I'm really liking some of the quality of the products at Elgato, so I might do that, but I need to test this light out first. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to close off the vlog for this week. I will probably, I don't know when I'll pick up the vlog again. I don't think I'm going to do like weekly vlogs in terms like, I'd like to upload weekly if possible. That's definitely something I'd like to try, but I don't know if my vlogs are going to be consistent of an entire week. It might be just a day where I show you guys me doing something, or maybe it's just like talking about a specific topic. I did think I might do that, where I might go more into depth about the antenatal depression that I went through, or maybe gestational diabetes. Those are the things that kind of like stick on my mind right now. I could go through more, I don't really, like I could go through more like pregnancy related stuff, but I feel like it's just, maybe it's because I watch so many pregnancy vlogs, I'm like, well, there's so much information out there. It's like, you don't really need to hear it from me. So yeah, I'm not quite sure, but I mean, this channel is just whatever goes. I'm not too concerned with, as bad as it sounds, I'm not really thinking about what people want to see or what would like do well or anything like that. This is just for me to just document whatever I feel like documenting. So anyways, I hope you guys had a great week. Thank you so much for watching. This is Celina reporting from my office. Back to you, internet.